That's a good one. Hey folks, glad you can join me today. Shane here with Bent South Outdoors. We're going to try this little something different today. I've got the 32 caliber Traditions Crockett muzzleloader, little squirrel rifle. Got it down here at the range today. We're going to see if we can develop us a load. I've done tried this 2 or 3 times. Getting 3 and 4 inch groups, but I'm looking for something a little tighter. Our deer season is coming to an end. Got 4 or 5 days left to it, and then we'll be getting on them squirrels pretty hard. Got some old cur dogs we tree them with, and we do some steel hunting, walking around, just having fun with it. But I'd like to try to develop a little bit tighter load than what I got for it right now. So we're going to try a few different things. Y'all stick with us and see what we come up with. Alright folks, there's a few things we're going to be trying today. Like I said, I've been shooting over the powder patch and then a patched round ball, and I can't seem to get a good group out of it. Done tried 2 or 3 different combinations of it. I tried the ballista all 5 to 1, you know, for lubing the patches and all that, but I can't get it dialed in there. But I went to Possible Shop and got some felt over the shot wads or over the powder wads, excuse me, and I'm going to put those between the patch and the powder. And I've got some patches that I've pre-lubed that are olive oil, beeswax, and just a little bit of ballast oil. We're going to try it and see what happens with it, and then I'm going to try just some dry patches, applying some of that mixture of the olive oil and beeswax to it, and see what we can come up with. But I'll be shooting, start out with about 25 grains, triple F, patched round ball, and let's see what we can get out of old Crockett today. Alright, just 25 grains. I like to tap this thing, make sure I get down in the hole there. Make sure we get this cap screwed back on this here powder. These here are the felt wads, 32 caliber felt wads. I'm going to try these and see how they work. And then this here is the pre-lube patch. That is the beeswax, the olive oil, and the ballast oil. See if we can't get these to shoot good. Made this little ball starter out of a deer antler and a piece of hickory. That way I know for sure I got it seated about the right distance every time before I cut the patch. As long as it goes so far, and then it bottoms out. A little patch knife I made out of a file. Worked pretty good. She's sharp though. She's super sharp. And I made me a little old palm saver out of leather. It's a little old small rod on a 32. Kind of rough on your hands, but Let's see how she does. You always want to keep your face away from that thing. I know you guys heard that a million times, but it did flash up on you, you'd be in a mess. All right, folks, this is going to be my fourth shot. I didn't want to take you through all that and bore you out and everything, but got 3 down there. Got 2 pretty close and then 1 outside, so I'm going to shoot this 4th one and see what we got, and then I'm going to change powder loads with the same patch combination and see if we can make it happen. I'm beginning to wonder if I can do a little something different with it. I can't get it to where I want it. Shooting this thing is 35 yards, which I should be doing a little closer, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay, folks, that's a 4-shot group at 35 yards, which is not bad, but I think I can get that thing tighter, just to be honest with you. So I'm going to change loads up a little bit and maybe patch combinations a little bit. We're just working on it and see what we can come up with. Alright, folks, let's see what we can do up here a little bit. And we're going to go to 20 grains and see how that does. Maybe that'll tighten her up just a little bit, or it may not. I mean, I can't find the right load that this thing likes. But I'm working on it. Got a little deer antler powder measure there, been pre-measured out, and that's a 25 and this is a 20. So we'll see how it goes. I like to shoot these over the powder wads. I do this with my 50 calibers, and works out real well with the patch and round ball, even with a conical. It works out really well on those tops and centers. But I know they say I think the maximum load on these 32s was 35 grain, but I hadn't went that over 30 yet. And I may end up having to find the right load, but we're going to try something that works on my 50s pretty good. And what this is it's pillow ticking, but it's actual old, off of actual pillow cloth. It's a good bit thinner than that 15 patch there. I think this measured a 08. And I know that sounds like it's going to be a little bit loose, but I've got a concoction here of Dawn dishwashing liquid and water for a lubricant, and it worked pretty dang good in my 50 calibers. So we're going to see how this one does, see if it'll tighten it up a little bit. That ball goes in pretty easy there. Like I say, I like to seed it down the same amount before I cut the patch on every time, but we'll see how it does. It's awful easy going down. I've tried patching before shots, in between each shot. Now I'm trying to do it in real time, far as like I would be squirrel hunting. Run a patch every 2 or 3 shots, you know. So just trying to find what works. Just give it one more round of that, and then we'll go take a look see. Sorry about that, folks. My uncle come out and he was hollering down here for me, but you can probably hear him in the background. Alright, it's going to be that number 2 shot with, or second shot, not number 2, but second shot with the 20 grains and the Dawn. See where these end up at. Y'all probably hear him fire his truck up. He's headed to the woods deer hunt. And he's worried about getting that jerky meat done. Let's walk down here and see what we can find. Alright folks, those 2 on the left there is the 20 grain shots. This one here. And this one here, which is there again, like I say, is not bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. Just keep trying. All right, folks, we're gonna try a little something different. I'm gonna go with 25 grains with a patch. A dry patch that I actually put the lube on, and see if it likes that any better. There we go. 25 grains with the homemade olive oil beeswax lube on a pillow ticking 015 thickness with no wad. We'll do the same thing again. And I did swab in between those loads when I changed load sizes or patch combinations and all that. I did swab it out. Okay, folks. Alright folks, we're getting about the same results with pretty much about every load that I load in it. The first one was this one, and this one here. That's off that first combination. And then the second combination was this one and this one. And then the third combination was this one, which is a double hole, was this one, and I believe this one right here. So, I mean, you know, so far this right here and this here, those two shots there with this one, is the closest thing I can get. Which, I mean, you see them, they're 1.5 inches, 2 inches, you know, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inch, 2.5 inch groups. Seems like pretty much everything I shoot out of this thing, I can't find a good combination. So I'm gonna bump the powder charge up just a little bit and see what I can come up with here, and I don't know, maybe try a different patch combination or something of that nature. But we're gonna keep trying. Y'all stay with us. All right, folks, back at it here. Got this thing loaded up with 30 grains, felt wad, dry packed with lube on it, and let's see how that does. And I did swab the barrel before I start this. So I marked the targets down there, and I made another dot to the right of the red X we've been shooting. Let's see if we can't get on it. All right, folks, let's try this second shot with this load. See how that works out. Alright folks, we're going to walk down there and look at those two shots just to see. I don't see them from up here. Alright folks, we might be done stumbled up on something here. We're going to keep trying that. That's the best I've got yet. That's about the size of a quarter. 35 yards. Compared to what I've been trying to get, which wasn't real bad, but there again, that's more in the line of what I'm looking for. That's about squirrel head size. You know what I'm saying? Come on. But yeah, let's try that load again and see what happens. Alright guys, I shot 2 more shots with that same load, and it's doing pretty much the same things everything else. I can't figure this thing out. Got 2 shots right there where they need to be, and then the next 2 shots outside flingers. I don't know why this thing won't group up, but about all I'm gonna do for today, and hopefully we can get something figured out on it. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all joining with me today. Still trying to develop a load for this 32 Crockett. Like the little rifle, I got it as a kit, and stained it with some homemade walnut stain. Done a little fitting on it, but other than that, I mean, it went together great. I cannot get it to take a group that I like, which, you know, like I said, the ones here, 3 or 4 inch groups, that's fine, but I know it can shoot better, and I just got to find the right load for it. If y'all guys got any suggestions for me, anything that might work in y'all's small calibers, good combinations, I mean, I'm willing to try it. This is, I think, my 4th time trying to get it to group up, but be more welcome to try anything that you recommend for whatever you got working for you. But just want to say appreciate it, and y'all have a good day. Happy New Year is coming. Catch us later.